What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz on this TGIF video. Approaching noon here just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last trade on MCOM 0514. Huh? Red hot jobs number. What, right? Red hot jobs number. Double expectations, but if you look under the hood, wage inflation pressure is coming down. You've got Fed governors like Daly out in San Fran saying, I don't think we need to hike. Higher for longer. And in the process of attempting to set a double bottom at 4,200 on the SPX, it's my opinion, the guy who's gone 42-2 since April that we're about to see all that and more coming out. Happy 0512, right? Holy shit. I'll explain to you what I think just happened. Forgive me, I'm a little out of breath. I was down the street talking to a neighbor. I said, I got to hurry up and get back. I was checking my quotes. I got MULN right now at 47 in small change. Stock that we rebought yesterday is up, 10% from the entry at 136. Last trade, 146. Three successful trades this week for plus 87%. I know it's hard to believe. I was out 2 nights ago. That's the white jean pick. And I was sitting at a bar with a couple of guys and they said, so what do you do? And I said, I trade the market. Oh, really? We're getting killed. The market's flat. How you doing? I said, well, at the time, I said I was 29-2 since April for about 850%. Bullshit. Oh, no way. That's the way everyone is, right? I've been coming into front of these videos. I'm helping people not only not sell MCOM, which I think is going much higher, but stay in it when there's times like this. I don't have to fucking be here today. They pay me $500 a month because wait for it. Fuck Joe Biden, fuck Mitch McConnell, and fuck Milquetoast McCarthy, because I actually think Jim Jordan is a better choice. I'm an independent. And while I don't bring politics or the F word into the Discord, which, by the way, is more than half sold out, do you have a small business? Best time ever. Go to trysmallbiz.com. We have 8 left. Get a premium membership that has everything, including the Discord. Many of you, 117 strong. Thank you so much for your support. Get your notifications on. Go inside a FAQ. And if you have any questions, you just send me a DM. You can't miss me in there. But we have Discord. At the rate we're going to be sold out in less than a month. Through the glory of God. And it's because I'm fucking 42-2. Don't ask me how or why I'm 94%. I actually think, no kidding, it's a blessing from above. I've committed my life in the last 3 years to helping small business owners get EIDL loans and grants. I put everything on the line, walked away from my last company, remotesales.com, if you want to check it out. And I'm all in on helping 500 people, no more than that, inside of our Discord, and 250 premium members not only make money in the stock market, but to grow their small business. And our growth rate, speaking of growing, is up 41% since we changed from the #1 small business directory to Discord for stock traders. Google, our analytics, straight up 40 some odd percent. If you're looking to advertise a business, now is the time. If you don't have a small biz and you want to get aligned with someone who's 42-2, and basically the only thing these haters got on me is MCOM, and I got my average down to 12, and I've got MULN down to 143 because I bought a lot of stock on MULN in the 44s and a lot of MCOM in the 5s, but I'm up to here. I tell everybody don't put more than 10% or thereabouts into one idea. I've got slightly more than 15% in those 2 stocks and not far behind on CRKN, which I own at 50 cents now. Last trade 40 on the nose. Yeah, that was some major fuckery in the pre-market. I'll save that for Monday. Today is all about getting people aligned with the fact that it's very possible that we just bottomed this week and especially today in the market. When you have a jobs number that was twice expectations, the revisions for July and August were up, and yet even though we gapped down and we're down over 1% on the major averages, the Dow was down 250. Now it's up 3.25. That's a major turnaround. And MCOM, if it can get up to over 05.25 by the close, that's called a bullish outside reversal. We had a close yesterday at 05.25, let's call it. We set a new all-time low at 0437. You were shitting your pants, weren't you? I told you to hang in there and keep buying unless you're at 10%. That's the yellow caution flag. And then we fucking reversed big time. I saw about 25 million shares or thereabouts bought in the last 2 hours. Maybe not 25, 15 million. Look at some of the block trades. Who do you think those half and 750,000 share blocks are? There's some of our whales, I guarantee you that, but that's institutional money. Whether it's short covering, whether it's new money coming in, whether it's Sal for the first time in 6 months actually putting his own money to work because his average is at north at 7%, and there's no way he's going to get that proxy through that I'll cover in a second at just a 5% ownership. So with that said, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, where are we going from here? You're going to trysmallbiz.com. You're going to get a Discord if you don't have a small biz, a premium if you do. You're a fucking idiot if you don't get in before we sell out. Trysmallbiz.com. Round numbers, a nickel, $5, $50. The shorts, the bots, they want to do a flush. They flushed, it fucking caved hard, right? Weak number, weak jobs number, weak stock market tape due to a hot jobs number. Everything was down at the open, right? They flushed everything, but the volume wasn't there on the flush. The volume on the flush on MCOM threw a nickel down to 0437. I counted about 8-9 million shares. That's not ridiculous. That's what? 15% down on less than a fifth of average daily volume. But then you had that big green bar, right? Way up to, I think, 0475, pulled back down, and then it was a steady climb. I had to go down the street to talk to someone, and I look at my Quotron. There's another big green bar to 052 and change, close to yesterday's close. Last trade right now, 0511. If we can close, as I just said, above 05 and a quarter, it's going to be a bullish outside reversal. The odds of a bottom heading into the meeting next Thursday are very solid because here's the deal. In closing, the proxy filing last night, where he said he wants to go from 300 million, and I can almost guarantee they're there today with the final dilution. They were at 285 in the filing. So you're going to look somewhere around 14 or 15 million shares today. You watch. He's maxed out at that point at 300 million shares. The proxy that he's calling a vote for, and it's virtual. I wonder why that is. You don't want us coming to New York City, Sal? You don't have enough goons there to protect you? You do think there were thousands of people around this country that have been bent over the desk all the way in, up and out the other side that have lost 60, 70, 80, 90% of the money. Is that why you're such a fucking puss that you won't have an in-face and a virtual? Are you riding around in bulletproof fucking limousines now? You might want to consider doing that, because although I would never threaten you, or I would never go to New York City, in fact, haven't been there in 15 years, I'm certain there's some people in your neck of the woods that are not happy with you on these Twitter spaces. Everything's a nice. It's a fine. I can almost envision you're in a board meeting, right? The CFO of 5 years just left, and somebody's got the cojones. I think that's Spanish, but it might also be Sicilian. A boss, listen, everything's not a nice. It's not a nice. We can't afford to cook the books. So-and-so, he leave. His nose leaning this way. The new guy, his nose leaning this way. We are down 99.9%, boss. And yet every time we do these calls, you say everything's nice. If you keep it up, we're going to be like the Jason said. You're going to be back over in Sicily on the gondola, and the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Maybe that's your plan, Sal, right? You got a grand scheme to jet set out of the country when you fucking do another 600 million shares of dilution and then a 1 for 150 reverse split? Or is it possible that you're not as dumb as I think you are? You're an ass. You've ruined shareholder value and confidence, and there's probably thousands of people that would like to buy your bike because I see and hear that the quality is very high, but because of you being a fucking retarded idiot, no offense to those that are. Actually, let me take that back. I'm sorry, Ma. Because of you being a fucking idiot that you are, no one wants to support you. So you have a chance, as David at MULN does, and he's still sitting on $20 million of the buyback. What are you waiting for, David? But Sal, remember 6 months ago when I challenged you and I said, where are you getting the money from with respect to all that buyback? You were buying Hellbiz, reverse split adjusted at $6, $7, $8, $9 a share. I said to you in a video, and you've done nothing of the sort since, where are you getting the money? Are you using convertible, the money being converted on the SEPA with Yorkville to put stock in your own name? I don't know. I asked you, are you that rich? You give me the hashtag self-made. And by the way, if your lawyer is watching, I fucking dare you to send me another cease and desist, because my answer, and I'm going to share it with the public, going on record right now, is fuck you, see you in court. Because when you have a stock that's down 99.9% that I inadvertently or advertently brought probably 1,000 people into, averaged at much higher than where the stock is right now, there's no way in hell, when we have dozens of exhibits like the one your fucking lawyer sent me. By the way, one of them had to do with Hellbiz Kitchen. There was a guy, and I really don't care. In fact, I'm poking the bear right now. They told me to take down a tweet about a guy who says he was at Hellbiz Kitchen in Italy and he hadn't been paid for months. Well, coincidentally, a month and a half ago, they shut down Hellbiz Kitchen. The guy is still running his mouth that they never got paid. So I don't know if they were paid or not paid. But if I get another cease and desist, I'm telling you right fucking now, my answer is fuck you, see you in court. Because you don't have a leg to stand on. You know it. Your fucking lawyer knows it. Everybody watching this video knows it. But Sal, as someone who has been supporting the stock, has been buying as late as yesterday at 05 and change, what if you do have something up your sleeve? What if you do have a need for 600 million shares to buy a BRDS or somebody along those lines? You know what you could do to regain at least a chunk of shareholder support? Something you haven't done in over 6 months. You step in, and maybe it's you today. Between now and Thursday, you, Yorkville, your insiders, your management, you step in and you buy 20, 30, 40 million shares right here, right now, all the way up to, let's call it 7 cents a share. And then when you go in next week, maybe you can get the extension because you've only been under $1 for 6 months, but you've got 3 violations, under $1, under 35 million, and under 10 cent. That's a negatory. You go in there right now with a stock last trade better than it was an hour ago at 0516. You got a chance because you can say we've laid off 20% of our workforce because of 300 million shares of dilution. We have at least $20 million of cash versus less than $1 million in the June 30 filing. We just opened a retail store in Soho. And the reason why I'm asking in a proxy vote for another 600 million shares is we've got 1, 2, 3 acquisitions, maybe even letters of intent that we're about ready to sign. And I'm going to need 600 million shares in order to get this done. And as a way of saying, please give us another 6 months of extension time, myself, Guido number 1, Salvatore number 2, et cetera, we combined and just bought 40 million shares in the last week. Until next time, it's up to you, Sal. Always remember that I love you guys, and send in love Sal's way too. Thanks for watching.